You know I'm gonna get it every time. Champion, whip it round. I can see my name in lights, spark from the heart and it shines so bright. Yeah, let the whole world know. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I can see my name in lights.
Starting week 2, back in the gym. Actually, I think I've done chest twice. It's like week 2.5. Took a couple days. Took a couple days off. I can't even talk. Took a couple days off, went to the track, had my first track day, back on the bike. Did pretty good. Not as fast as I used to be, but for the first time back on the bike, I'll take it. I'm getting so big so fast I ripped my shirt. I think Priscilla cut it for some reason. We're doing chest today. Howie was gonna join us, but he's a little behind, so I'm gonna get started without him. I don't really wanna wait. So, let's see, last week we topped off with I think 50s or 55s on dumbbells. I'm just gonna keep going with dumbbells because I'm not officially cleared yet. It's September 29th or 30th? 30th, last day, right? Yep. Yeah, tomorrow's payday. Yep. Yeah, so I was like, I know it's...
No, tomorrow's rent day.
I know, I know what day it is, damn it.
I know what payday is, I know what rent day is.
We're gonna start just warming up with like 35s, I think. Still gotta go slow with this stuff. I haven't been sore yet in my chest, but I don't want to tear the sternum open either. I had an interesting interview today. The owner of Super Lucha's website, it's a wrestling website, contacted me, wanted to do an interview by email. So I said, okay. I usually don't do wrestling interviews anymore just because it's not my thing. You know, kind of like a past life. And it was an opportunity to take it and look at the questions, and they were all based around not all of them, but a lot more based around negative stuff. So there were some questions about like one of the encounters I had with one of the top guys. I had gone over that a million times, and it was a chance for me to really reframe everything. So I went through once, did my standard responses, and I looked at it, I'm like, you know what, that's not what I want to say. It's not who I am now. And it was an opportunity to look at it and go, what did I learn from all those opportunities? Like I learned that if I am who I am now and I could do it all over again, I would seize the opportunity and look at those moments as, this is my fault. Like I take the blame. No more finger pointing, no more, this happened or this guy did this to me or that guy did that to me. Nothing happens to you. We all have choices that we make, and the choices we make all have repercussions, whether they're good or whether they're bad. So I reframed all of my questions or all the answers to basically show that, yeah, I'm taking full responsibility. If I had known then, or if I had seized that opportunity, things would have been different. And I owe a lot of who I am now to WWE, my public speaking skills, all those incidences that happen, I guess you could say. I hung around with a lot of negative people, and I just let negativity consume me. And looking at it now, I would never let that happen. So my message to you guys is don't let negativity consume you. Take responsibility for everything that you do. Grab the bull by the horns. Go get what you want. I'm gonna get these 50s. 15, 20. That's cool because 3 workouts ago, I couldn't even lift that.
What are you up to now? 50s?
50s. I got 55s with Howie on flat bench. But it felt like dying. It felt like when I did them, like my whole sternum was gonna pull apart. So worried about popping a sternal wire. But after being on the track, I don't think I have anything to worry about. Dude, so we camped at Thunder Hill. Never camped before. It was my first time ever. And brought a tent, camped in the pits. We were like on the asphalt. And it wasn't too bad until the wind kicked up. And then we had to like hunker down, dude. Like we had to tie everything to the truck, and it's like 20-mile-an-hour winds. Also, apparently there are tarantula hawk wasps at Thunder Hill that I never knew about. And they have the most painful insect sting in the world. It's like 5 minutes of like excruciating screaming, and then it goes away. And they were everywhere, dude. They're as big as my thumb. And they're like jet black with orange wings. And Priscilla comes, she's like, I hear a buzzing in my hair. She goes, will you look? And here's one of those like fucking crawling in her hair. I'm like, don't move. I know exactly what this is. I just watched a video on it last week. I'm like, flick. So they're just landing everywhere all week. I'm like, okay, this is sketch, dude. Not cool. But we survived that. 20-mile-an-hour winds. It was 46 degrees at night when we camped. So we froze our asses off. But we had a good time, and we kept a smile.
Where are you going next week?
I might go back to Thunder. Oh, Priscilla wants to go see her folks.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we can't film Rev. Yeah. I had it confused, and we were supposed to film Rev 2 tomorrow. And Sean and Christina hit me up like, hey, you guys want to film? Oops. I'm like, no, we're going. Priscilla says we're going today to go see her folks. I was wrong. We're going next week. And so we're filming tomorrow. We're almost done. Did you ever find that footage, by the way?
Which one?
The day one footage?
For what, rep?
Uh-huh. You're missing the black magic stuff?
Oh, no. The raw footage, no.
So we'll be refilming day one. All right, let's try.
I'm going to come through it one more time now.
Let's try new personal best. Let's see if my sternum doesn't split open. Guys, notice I'm getting like a nice hold. 10, try not to rush these. 11. 13, focusing just on the chest. Oh, I've got like a ingrown fingernail. The only Band-Aid I had was a unicorn Band-Aid, courtesy of my wife. Really exciting news, we've got our protein powder coming out. I know for years I've said protein's the devil, but I always use a shake a day. I just try not to do what everybody does and rely on protein powder as their sole source of protein. So we found a really good formula. It's hand scooped, all natural grass-fed whey protein, and it doesn't give you the lactose intolerance crap that all these other ones do. I mean, it never even touches like a pneumatic machine. Stuff's awesome, it's called Oracle. And then we've also got our pre-workout. It's gonna have Brian Cage on the front. It's called Kratos, God of War. So that's coming. And we also have BCAAs and creatine that we're working on, trying to get you guys some stable supplements. That way, you got everything you need, guys. We're not trying to be your one-stop shop, but I want to have the basics. All the stuff I've been preaching about for years, we're this close. So we should have the Oracle protein and the Kratos pre-workout here in a couple of weeks for you guys. So look out for that. Eat. Anything you do with business is going to be a risk, just like anything you do in life is going to be a risk. I mean, Sean had a cool idea we're just talking about, and it's like, yeah, if you want to try it, you know, you're going to take a risk, and there's always going to be money spent, time invested, and the only way you're going to know if it works is if you go try it. The worst thing that happens is that you fail, doesn't fucking work, and you try again. Lose a little money. And you just keep doing that until you find something that works and you stick with it. Okay. I used to warm up with these. I'll see if I can get 5. Ugh. Call that a win? I can still feel the strain though, it's weird. It's like I want to just pound through it. I can feel like this weird strain that was never there. So, baby steps, it's hard, man. I want to hit the ground running and sprinting, but it's hard when you got to just kind of take it slow. But we're getting a little bit of vascularity back and stuff. It's coming. Eating right, ultra low fats, moderate carbs. Oh, this weekend was rough. I didn't meal prep as good as I would have liked to, and a couple times I broke down. We did some like pita chips and hummus. Tried to eat as much as I could. Had 2 beers, so you know, I'm human. I preach to you guys like it's all or nothing, and I got no excuse. So obviously I didn't want it bad enough. But I did meal prep. I did bring all the other foods. I just was like, you know what, this sounds good right now. And I think my excuse in my head is that I'm not officially cleared. And this is all like preseason stuff, ramping up to the official clear day. So kind of cheating myself. 20. It's not a lot of weight, but it hurts in a good way. What does Brandon say? Hurts so good. It's really humbling, man. Like I said, it's a good start for me though, to just remind myself where a lot of the people that come to Body Spartan for the first time, where they start, where their launching point is, and their apprehensions when they come into a gym. And I'll say, you know I'm not anywhere near in the shape I was before, but after, what, 10, this is workout 7? I think workout 7 or 8, something like that. Cardio every day for at least 20 minutes. I'm at 25 minutes now in my fat burning zone. Fat burning is like 140, 150. I'm in like 160-ish, 155, 160. Just because my heart's still remodeling and relearning everything. But I'm pushing myself, you know, and I'm doing it. And I've noticed a huge change in the mirror. I'm like massive, massive change between that and the nutrition and just lifting weights. I think what we should do after this is maybe fly over to Culture Pop and just do one of those like shirt off moments. And we can just kind of sync it all together. And we'll do that every week or something like that. I think it's important that we just kind of watch those changes. Now look in the mirror, be proud of what you're doing. Be proud of who you are. But be dedicated. Half-ass it, you're gonna get half-ass results. You know, if you give it 110%, you're gonna get everything that you want. Okay, only 15 minute time. It's interesting finding the stamina. It's coming back, but you know, 3 sets in or 3 exercises in, I'm starting with 15 reps and I'm gonna go to 20. So it's a judgment call. I'm not using a lot of weight. I always tell you guys, do as many reps as you can for the weight. That was it. In my head, I was thinking 20, but I'm getting a good workout. I'm still getting pumped. I'm gonna keep it there, probably go up a little bit. And I'll probably drop these last couple sets down to like 12, 10, 8 reps. That way it keeps some weight on there. Because I feel like I need weight more than higher reps right now, just to build some strength back. Based on solely nothing but my own gut intuition. So don't think there's any science behind that. But we did some high reps. You know, the first 2 sets, or 2 exercises were 20 reps. Most of the sets, I dropped it down to like 16 on the last couple sets. So as my body's fatiguing, I want to keep some resistance on there because the chest hasn't had any resistance in 3 months. 4 months, I don't know. Something like that.
I can see my name in lights, spark from the heart and it shines so bright. Yeah, let the whole world know. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I can see my name in lights, ball till I fall and I'm feeling alright.
A little way better weight. I mean, again, this ain't much, you know. Comeback weight, considering you like 3 plates before for 20 reps. Like it was nothing. But this is all about where we start. So you saw with plate and a quarter, barely got 7 reps, didn't even get 7. So that's your cue to drop down, lighten up the weight, focus, use the mind muscle connection, use the chest muscles. Body HQ up.
I can see my name in lights. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So weird, I'm like strangely broken out like around the scar. Don't know why either. Somebody was telling me it could be like, there were sutures like underneath too, they did. It's kind of like right in line with the scar where it broke out, and they said it could be like a reaction. It's really weird. After the surgery, I can't remember if I said this or not, but I felt like I was a teenager. Like I woke up, just had like sweat in my eyes and oily skin, and I remember having to ask the nurses consistently for a washcloth so I could just wipe my face off because it was just, the sweat and oils were stinging my eyes. And it's slowly starting to go away. So we're almost at 3 months. It's getting better and better, but I felt like a teenager, dude. Like, didn't have acne, but I had like strange breakouts in weird places, and it just oily skin from the surgery. It was so weird. Some people said it's anesthesia. My surgeon's like, I've never heard of that. So I don't know, but that's just sweat. It was weird, really weird.
I can see my name in lights. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Got my crowns back.
So bright.
Saw my cardiologist last week, the new one in Stanford. I just wanted to start with a brand new cardiologist at Stanford where my surgeon was. And I don't know how many people actually saw this on my IG, but I didn't know what part of the hospital the cardiologist was in. My surgeon was like, no riding motorcycles until October 8th. It was last week, so it was still September. I ride in on the bike because it's like, I think it would have been about a 3+ hour ride in traffic, and I turned it into like a 2-hour ride on the bike. Get there, and I look on my app for Stanford, it's like 8:31. It's the same wing that my surgeon's in. So I'm like in the waiting room with all my gear, my jacket, my back protector, my helmet, my gloves, and like in the same offices that he uses, sneaking around, like hoping he's not gonna see me. I finish with the cardiologist and I go out, and my surgeon's secretary sees me. She's like, oh, hey, what are you doing here? I'm like, oh, nothing. And got my gear sitting like 4 seats away from where we are, and just hoping she doesn't see it. And he goes, oh, let me get the rest of the staff. So then the lead nurse comes out and says hi, and then I'm about to leave, and the surgeon comes out and says hi, and I'm like, don't look 4 seats down, because that's my motorcycle gear. My roadie. Okay, personal best here. Since surgery. This. I had way more, but you saw I kind of slowed that down. I had to bring my arms in a little bit as I was coming down, because I could feel the sternum right here by where I stuck the lav mic. Not liking that. So I chose to, when you bring your arms in a little bit, it takes the pressure off of this area, because when they're out, you got more of a lever, you're stretching and pulling more, so when you bring your arms in, you're still gonna work out here. You're not gonna work the inner chest and recruit this much, or this part of the pec quite as much. So I brought it in, slowed it down, really focused on contracting here and not using this part of the pec. I know it sounds really strange for anybody that's not familiar with that kind of mind-muscle connection, but it totally can be done. You just have to really focus and think about what part of the pec or whatever target muscle you're using and contract only that. So let's call it there. Flies. They got a pec deck we can finish up on. All right, so this specific exercise is one that could literally rip my sternum wide open.
Oh, hey, bud. Just so you know, he's got about 300 pounds on the weighted, so essentially it's just pushing him up.
Literally just talking about how dangerous this is for my fucking sternum. And how I'm trying to start at the bottom, build some strength so I don't fucking open up like a piñata. Thanks, Howie. Love you. So that's it. I'm gonna chill on the dips. I could feel a pretty good strain. I'm gonna give it another week before I go back and do those again, but I'll be doing them just like that. Gonna hit 25 minutes of cardio, between 150, 160 heart rate, kind of keep it right there. And then I'm gonna head home, probably slam a protein shake with some carbs just to make sure that I get some fast protein in my system, and then I'll do dinner about an hour after that. Again, that anabolic window, man, it's real, it exists. It's the only time I really recommend doing protein is directly after a workout. So, get that anabolic window in, protein, carbs, If you're on keto, obviously this does not apply. If you're doing targeted keto, it does apply. But if you're on pure keto, totally ignore this. If you are doing carbs like Savage Shred, then go do your carbs and your protein. So that's it. I'm out of here, guys. We'll see you next time.
Let's go, let's go. Yeah, so let the whole world know. Let's go, let's go.